Most people think rich people all live the same life. Same watches, same mansions, same private jets. But that's not how wealth actually works. Because the truth is, there are completely different species of rich people. Some are building empires in silence. Some are one bad decision away from losing everything. And some never earned a dollar themselves. Today, we're breaking down the 15 types of rich people you'll eventually meet in life. And by the end of this video, you'll probably realize exactly which type you're becoming. Number 1. The just got rich people. These are the loud ones. The people who wake up broke, then suddenly make millions almost overnight. Maybe crypto exploded. Maybe their startup got acquired. Maybe they went viral. Whatever happened, it happened way too fast. And that's the problem. Because their money grew faster than their mindset. So what do? They buy the car, the watch, the designer clothes, the penthouse they absolutely cannot afford long-term. They confuse income with wealth. And their favorite sentence is, "I'll just make more." But eventually, the trend dies, the market changes, or luck runs out. And suddenly that Lamborghini payment starts feeling very real. You'd be shocked how many rich people are actually drowning quietly behind the scenes. And that brings us to a very different type of wealthy person. Number 2. The real estate rich. These people almost never look rich. That's the trick. While everyone else is flexing online, they're calculating mortgage rates at 2 a.m. Real estate rich people play the longest game imaginable. They buy one property, then use that property to buy another, then another. Year after year, they talk about things normal people find boring. Cash flow, equity, appreciation, interest rates. But here's what makes them dangerous: patience. Most people want wealth immediately. Real estate rich people are willing to wait 20 years. And because of that, many of them quietly become millionaires without anyone noticing. But not every wealthy person likes slow and steady. Some want chaos. Some want adrenaline. And those people become this next category. Number 3. The trading and hedge fund rich. These people operate like their life is one giant emergency. Multiple screens, no sleep, constant stress. Their entire world moves in percentages and charts. One good trade can make them millions. One bad trade can destroy years of work. And because of that, their nervous system is permanently on edge. A lot of day traders love looking successful. They'll show you the winning trade, the luxury vacation, the green numbers, but they rarely show you the panic attacks, or the losses, or the pressure of knowing one mistake could wipe out everything. Now hedge fund people, that's a different level. Their bonuses alone can buy mansions, but many of them sacrifice health, relationships, even peace of mind just to stay in the game. From the outside it looks glamorous. Inside, it often feels like survival. But then, there's a type of rich person who never had to fight for money at all. Number 4. Royal family rich. This is old money at its purest form. We're talking about wealth so old, nobody even remembers where it started. And strangely enough, a lot of these people are incredibly disciplined. They're trained from childhood not to embarrass the family name. Everything is controlled. How they speak, how they dress, how they behave. You'll rarely see them trying to impress strangers. Because truly powerful people usually don't need attention. That's something most people misunderstand about wealth. The louder someone looks, the less secure they usually are. And speaking of insecure, wait until you hear about the next group. Number 5. Tech rich. These are the builders, the coders, the introverts, the people who accidentally wear the same hoodie every day while building a billion-dollar company. Tech-rich people are obsessed with solving problems. That's their addiction. Not status, not luxury, optimization. They'll spend hours improving tiny details nobody else notices. Sleep tracking, productivity systems, health data, AI workflows. And unlike flashy rich people, most tech founders know something important. You only need one massive win. Just one. One app. One software. One idea. That's why many of them disappear after selling a company. Not because they're done, because they're already building the next thing. But eventually, some rich people stop chasing more money entirely and start chasing meaning instead. Number 6. The philanthropic rich. These people already won the money game. Now they want significance. You'll find them funding schools, protecting wildlife, building hospitals, supporting global causes. But here's the interesting part. Many of them weren't always generous. A lot of wealthy people spend the first half of life building wealth, then the second half asking, what was all this for? And sometimes, helping others becomes the answer. But not every wealthy person wants to disappear into charity work. Some want attention. Actually, some need it to survive. Number 7. Celebrity rich. This is one of the most unstable forms of wealth, because fame is temporary. Actors, athletes, musicians, influencers, most of them became rich from one massive moment. One movie, one song, one season, one viral trend. But here's the problem. Their lifestyle grows faster than their career. The mansions get bigger. The staff gets larger. The expectations never stop. And deep down, many celebrities know something terrifying. The world can forget you unbelievably fast. That's why so many keep chasing attention long after they've made enough money. Because fame itself becomes addictive. But there's another group that never had to become famous at all. They were born rich. Number 8. Trust fund rich. These are the children of successful people, and they usually split into two completely different outcomes. The first type becomes entitled. They expect luxury by default. They've never experienced struggle, and they think success is normal because they inherited the result, not the sacrifice. But the second type? Completely different. Some trust fund kids grow up watching their parents work non-stop. They understand the pressure, the responsibility, the expectations, and instead of wasting the family legacy, they feel obligated to protect it. Which type they become usually depends on one thing: whether they were taught discipline or dependency. Now, there's one type of rich person almost nobody talks about publicly. And honestly, people avoid asking too many questions. Number 9. The don't ask questions rich. You know these people exist. Nobody fully understands where the money came from. But somehow, there's always money. Luxury cars, connections, security guards, political relationships. Everything looks legitimate on the surface. But the deeper you look, the blurrier the story becomes. And interestingly, many of these people eventually try to clean up their image. They invest in legal businesses, appear in magazines, donate publicly. Because once you've seen how fragile power really is, you become obsessed with protecting it. But some people don't inherit money, and they don't stumble into it either. They build it over and over again. Number 10. The serial entrepreneur rich. These people cannot sit still. Ever. The moment one company succeeds, they're already thinking about the next one. They thrive on pressure. Chaos energizes them. Most normal people want stability. Serial entrepreneurs want momentum. They love building, testing, launching, winning, and even after making millions, they usually keep going. Because for them, business stopped being about money a long time ago. It became identity. Now here's where things get interesting. Because some of the richest people you'll ever meet don't look rich at all. Number 11. The you'd never know rich. This might be the smartest wealthy group of all. They drive normal cars, live in reasonable homes, avoid attention completely. Meanwhile, their investment portfolio quietly grows in the background. These people understand a secret most never learn. Looking rich and being rich are completely different things. They don't buy things to impress strangers. They buy freedom. And honestly, out of everyone on this list, these are often the happiest people. But not every millionaire built wealth carefully. Some just went all in on one massive bet. Number 12. The all-in rich. These people bet everything on one move. Sometimes it works spectacularly. Maybe they bought Bitcoin early. Maybe they gambled on a startup. Maybe they risked everything on one opportunity nobody else believed in. And suddenly, they won. Big. But there's a dangerous side to this mindset. Because once someone wins from a huge risk, they often believe every future risk will work too. That's why many all-in rich people eventually lose fortunes just as quickly as they made them. Winning can create overconfidence, and overconfidence destroys people. Now the next group doesn't build companies, they build ideas. Number 13. Author rich. Writers live in a strange world. They spend years alone, turning thoughts into products. Some become massively successful from one book, and then spend the rest of their lives wondering, can I ever do it again? A surprising number of successful authors struggle with imposter syndrome, because creativity is unpredictable. But despite that, many writers live deeply fulfilling lives. Why? Because unlike most people, they turned their imagination into income. And now, we arrive at the newest form of wealth on earth. The people building the future before everyone else sees it. Number 14. Crypto, AI, and trend rich. These people always sound insane at first. Until suddenly, they're right. They were buying Bitcoin when everyone laughed. Building AI tools before businesses understood AI. Experimenting with technologies most people still ignore today. Now yes, a lot of them are pretending to know more than they actually do. But a small percentage? They're genuinely early. And being early in the modern world can create unbelievable wealth. Because every technological revolution creates a new generation of millionaires. The internet did it. Crypto did it. AI is doing it right now. But finally, we reach the last category. And this one might offend some people. Number 15. The motivational speaker rich. These people sell the dream of success. Sometimes better than success itself. They promise shortcuts, secret systems, millionaire blueprints, and occasionally, some of them genuinely provide value. But many are simply experts at marketing inspiration, not building actual wealth. That's why you should always ask one important question. Did this person become rich from doing the thing, or from teaching the thing? Because those are very different businesses. But here's the twist nobody tells you. None of these categories matter as much as the final one. The most important type of rich person is the soon-to-be rich. These are the people quietly improving every single day. Reading, learning, building skills, investing in themselves. They don't chase overnight success. They understand real wealth is built slowly, then suddenly. And honestly, if you watched this video all the way to the end, there's a good chance you're one of them. Because most people consume entertainment, but a small percentage study success, and those people eventually separate themselves from the crowd. So now we're curious. Which type of rich person have you met in real life, and which one are you becoming?